Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Shells, or Sean, whatever you want to call me. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my first YouTube video, a legit YouTube video, with some commentary over it, and just let you know some of the experience the whole Paris tournament was, and how I was feeling throughout the tournament, and what I felt about it. And I'm going to have some Pro Clubs gameplay in the background, 'cause I didn't want you guys to listen to my boring voice, so let's get into it. Now, on the Friday, me and my friend Dwayne, I was able to bring a friend along to the tournament because I'm under 18, so I had to have a guardian. So me and Dwayne went to Heathrow Airport and arrived at like 4 in the morning on the Friday and got our bags down, checked in and stuff like that. We then left Heathrow Airport around, I think, 8 and left off Paris, got there around 10, 9:30. Where EA then picked us up at the collection point. From the airport, we all got in a cab to the hotel, and then we went straight to the players' lounge. We didn't have time to check in and put our bags down. We just went straight to the players' lounge. So not all the players have arrived yet, so we managed to get a head start on the media stuff, so like the photo shoots and the interviews. That was pretty cool, to be honest. EA gave us Ultimate Team shirts, like the kits you get from FUT champs and like the rewards that they do. And we got to pick our own shirt and which one we wanted to wear for the event. So that was pretty cool. The shirts looked really nice in person as well. It was kind of weird at first, to be honest, because I'm not really used to having, cameras in your face and then have to do specific movements when they're taking pictures of you and having a fan in your face. So it was a new experience, and then I'm sure I'm gonna have to do some sort of that in Berlin. But it was fun at the same time, to be honest. It was really weird. Now, when more players started to arrive, we went back down to the players' lounge and got on with the group draws. And now, this is a cool moment, but it was also scary at the same time because you're in a room with all the best players, like Rosamaya, Gorilla, Tass. You're in a room with all of them. And for me, I was just a newcomer, so obviously no one knew who I was, and you're just waiting for your name to get drawn for the groups, and like it was pretty tense, not gonna lie. And my name was first in Group D, and now I'm thinking I don't want Boras to be in my group. I don't want Lucasino. And when names started to go one by one, it got like scary, and you're just praying that you don't get a tough group, really. But then you got to think that all the players that qualified to the event, they're all good players, so you're just gonna be more scared to the bigger names. So that's what I was feeling. And then in my group, I got Dr. Hano, who's a good player and has been around in FIWC for a long time. I got Diogo, who was I think he's a pro player for a French team. I can't really remember. And I also got BNY. I don't know his name, but he was a newcomer like me. So it was a tough group, but I was happy with it. No Boras, no Lucasino, that's no Sihan. So yeah, I was happy, but I just wanted to get on with it. When they was doing the draws for the Xbox side, that was pretty entertaining because if you saw that lineup, it's a lineup full of superstars. Every single player that was qualified for the Xbox team is a good player and is a known player. So, and of Gorilla's group, when you saw all of them names getting drawn into that one group, you're just thinking, oh my gosh, you're just lucky not to be on that side. Vitality, Rocky, Gorilla, Rosamaya, and Bullock. Like, it was funny because when Bullock got drawn into that group, he just said, for fuck's sake, and everyone started laughing, because we all knew that was the group of death, and luckily I was on the PS4 side. After the groups was picked, we then got our controllers checked, signed some documents, so for them to allow to use our pictures and stuff for media accounts, and everyone finished off their interviews, their photo shoots, and then I personally went to sleep right after. I was absolutely knackered. I didn't get any sleep the night before. And then I woke up really early on the Saturday, I think like 3, because I started to get a bit of nerves, I just woke myself up and then I got ready, got my controller, put on my clothes, went down to the player breakfast around 6 in the morning, and then we left to go to the venue like half an hour later. So we left really early. I think a lot of the players was tired. Everyone was kind of quiet on the coach, but we just wanted to kickstart the day, to be honest. When we arrived at the place, we then all went to the players' lounge, and then EA told us the first group that was going to be playing at the start, and then the second group would be able to just chill in the players' lounge, prepare their team, get a practice game if they wanted to. So I was lucky to be playing on the second side. I think that helped me out a lot because I was able to watch, the first group play, calm down a bit. Don't just prepare myself for the tournament. So then EA gave us accounts to use for the tournament, which had every single player in the game. So you had to think whether you would choose a team that you was comfortable with or literally choose your dream team. So I just upgraded my team. So instead of having normal Ronaldo, I just had the Team of the Year version, same with Messi, and I had Team of the Group Stage, Neymar on the bench. Other than that, it was pretty much the team that I qualified with. So after picking my team, I had a few warm-up games against Thomas Lees, who was another player there, a player that I was mostly chilling with throughout the tournament. And we had a few warm-up games here and there, and then we watched a few games that was happening live. So Giggsy and #Harry, I think, or Tass. We watched that one. And then after the first group played, we then went on to play our games. And so my first game was against Diogo, and I wasn't really nervous, but obviously I was nervous, but I wasn't at the point where I was just like shaking. I was able to stay composed, and I just wanted to get my game started, so I was eager to play. So my first game was against Diogo. I went 1-0 down. I was worried that I wasn't gonna do well in the tournament. Like, being my first one, really and truly, I just wanted to come out with one win. So I had a lot of pressure on me. But I just stayed calm and played my game. I managed to win that game 4-1. That gave me a lot of confidence. Winning your first game in a group just gives you a buzz and just helps you mentally and makes you play better. So I won my first game 4-1. Second game I came against Dr. Ahano. This was a tough game for me. He's one of the most experienced players there. And then I went 1-0 down again. And I thought, okay, that's it. But I managed to pull it back and make it 2-1. So that was my second win of the group, 6 points. And I was over the moon, done better than I ever thought I would do. Qualified for the knockouts. And yeah, I was really buzzing, to be fair. And then my last game was against BNY, where I lost 2-0. That I was still happy, but I was still annoyed that I lost because I don't like losing. But it was a good game. But mainly I was just happy that I'd done well enough to qualify for the knockout round. And then I found out my first game was against Benedict Salza. That was a scary moment because he is one of the best on PS4, or Wolfsburg player. I thought, alright, this is where my road ends. But I came out all guns blazing, managed to beat him 4-2, and I went on through the tournament. After that, I was just buzzing. I don't expect anything big because it was my first tournament, but just to get that win just gave me a lot of confidence and just helped me with my future games. And then after that game, I came against his teammate Timo, and he then beat me 4-3. I felt that a lot of his goals were due to my mistakes, but I can only improve. It was still a good game, and I was happy that I put up a good fight against him. But it wasn't over yet, because that put me to the losers bracket quarterfinals, I think, where I then came against my friend Thomas Lees, and then having to beat him 2-1 to knock him out. That was a tough, it wasn't nice because he was one of my friends through the tournament, and then to knock him out, It wasn't the best of feeling, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and that put me in the top 4 spot. So I was happy, but also sad at the same time, because that means I would be going to Berlin without him. But things like that have to happen. So then I came against Benedict Salzer again after that match, and that was to play against either Timo or Sian. And that game was a lot tougher. I think Benedict knew how I play, so he adapted. But I still managed to beat him 2-1. Stats say he's different though. He had much better stats than I did. I think I had 1 shot and 2 goals. But I still done well, I thought. And then came against Timo in the losers bracket semi-final, I think it's called. And he then beat me 2-1. 2 goals from my own mistakes. One was where I paused it, done my changes, resumed, forgot where I was. He just tackled me, scored. And the other one was where I had the ball in my box and I didn't hoof it, didn't clear it. I just tried to pass it out. He intercepted and banged it past me. And then for the rest of the game, I couldn't break him down. His defense was so good, I just couldn't do anything. So I lost that game 2-1. But to finish third in my first tournament, I don't think I could ask for anything better, man. It just gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of confidence to think what I can do in future events. And it was a sense of achievement that I was feeling. I was just proud of myself. So yeah, that was my Paris event. Seahan went on to beat Timo in the final, and then losing against #Tas in the overall final. So #Tas was the winner. Fair play to him, he did play really well. And I'll be seeing him in Berlin. Hopefully I don't have to play against him though, but yeah, that was my trip. Follow me on Twitter. It'll be on the description. I'll start streaming more. I'll be going to New Orleans for the All-Star weekend. So after that, I'll be streaming mostly every day. First YouTube video, so don't be roasting me in the comments. I'll try and improve. Let me know if you want me to do anything. And catch